Hey guys, welcome back to Sonia's She Shed Sensations. I'm showing you how to crochet some hair scrunchies. We did this one on a previous video that I will link in the comments of this one. This one is just a really simple one that you can do. I've done it with a couple of different textures of yarn. And then this one is a little bit more frilly, and so I'm going to show you on this one how to do it. And first we're going to start with a rubber band. These rubber bands do not have any metal on them. You can get these at Walmart, or even sometimes you can get them at Dollar Tree. And you're going to take it and you're going to stretch out the rubber band. Just like so. We're going to take it and stretch it really good first, okay? And then I'm going to take my yarn, and this time I'm going to use this, it's like a camel color yarn, so that it, and hopefully it's not all tangled up on me. At least that's what I'm hoping, and it might be, because this is some really old yarn that I've had for a long time. So we're going to take this and we're going to tie it onto our rubber band. And we're just going to put a simple little knot on it, tying it onto the rubber band, and just like this. And then I want to tie it one more time and make it into a little knot, just like so. Okay. Now I'm going to take my needle, my yarn hook, and this is the H, which is a 5.00 millimeter. And I'm going to take this part that's hanging. I'm going to end up crocheting that into it. So I'm going to take my needle. I'm going to go underneath. I'm going to grab this and I'm going to pull it up. And that's going to put a little loop onto my hook. And then I'm doing a half double crochet stitch. So I'm going to yarn over. I'm going to go into the loop of my rubber band. I'm going to yarn over and bring it back up. That's going to give me 3 loops onto my hook. I'm going to yarn over and I'm going to pull through all 3 of those. And we're going to do this exact same stitch all the way around. So I'm going to go all the way around. We're going to yarn over. Again, I'm holding this because I'm going to crochet that in. I'm going to yarn over. I'm going into the rubber band, yarn over, bring it back up. It has 3 on my hook. I'm going to yarn over and pull through all 3 of these. And we're going to do this all the way around. You may see me speed up a little bit because we've got a lot of ground to cover. And so it is a little hard getting going whenever you're trying to crochet in this end piece, but that helps it to stay on your rubber band. If you want it to be a little shorter, you could go ahead and cut it if you want to, but I find just go ahead and crocheting it in helps. Okay, so let me get some more of my yarn loosened up here. And now I normally always suggest that you when you first get your skein of yarn, like a skein of yarn like this, when you first get your skein of yarn, I suggest you take it and you ball it up into a ball so that you make sure that you're not getting any knots. So, because if not, this is what can happen, okay? When you're taking it out, this is what can happen. It can get all tangled up. And you don't want it all tangled up when you're in the middle of crocheting something, because then you're having to spend your time untangling it. And sometimes it can be a little hard to do, just saying. So, again, I did not do that on this one because it was already so tangled up. This is some scrap that I had. So I'll just have to untangle it a little as I go. So now back to the project. Again, we're going to yarn over. We're going to go under into the rubber band, yarn over again. We have 3 on our, whoops, maybe, yeah. Oh, this one stitch right here, because it almost looks like I have 2. So what happened here is when I went through, I didn't go all the way through that stitch. And there we go. See? This is why I do things in real time. because things like that can happen and you need to know how to fix it, right? You need to know how to fix it. All right, yarn over, go yarn over again, pull them up. We've got 3. We're going to go through all 3 of these. So now my extra little tail part is all worked in. So now this can go a little bit faster for us. Maybe a little bit faster. If you go, my problem is if I go too slow, I mess up. Some people mess up if they go too fast, but if I go too slow on this, I'm like, ah. So you pick whatever speed is best for you to do yours. Now, this is just a basic beginning. There are other different ways that you can do this. I have just found that this is the way I like. So now I'm about halfway around it. I'm going to take it, I'm going to start scooching this down, okay? I'm going to start scooching it down and making it pull tight, just like so. And every so often, I will go through here and do that same thing. And I'm trying to make sure I'm getting this into the camera good, because this is new to me, filming from this direction, and I actually cannot see the video. So I'm kind of guesstimating on where I'm at. Again, I'm going to stop and I'm going to scrunch this up. I should say scrunch instead of squish. We're scrunching it up. We're making a hair scrunchie. Yay. And every so often I will slow down and I will show you again. We're going to slow down. I'm going to scrunch this up some more. Okay, and that's going to start giving us this neat little, I don't know what you call it, scrunchy look. Okay, so again, we're going to yarn over. We're going to yarn over. We're going into the rubber band. We're going to grab and bring it up. Gives us 3 loops. We're going to yarn over and pull through all 3. We're going to do that again. Yarn over, go under. Grab and bring it back up, yarn over and go through all 3. And we're going to do that again. And I'm trying to keep this where you guys can see what I'm doing. Again, this is where you can go and you can pause, you can rewind, you can fast forward until you get to the next step. If you think you've got this part down, you can go ahead and go on to the next step. And we're going to get this one going. This is the same way we made the basic one, which is this one. These 2 are both made basic. But this one, we're going to go a little step further and make it more like this one. So we're going to go in here. Oops. That's not what I wanted. Didn't want a chain there, y'all. Thought I was bringing it up, but I didn't. That's okay. All right, so we're yarn over, going under into the loop of the rubber band. We're going to yarn over and bring it up. That gives us 3 loops on our hook. We're going to yarn over and pull through all 3. And we just keep doing the same thing. There we go. Now, this one, I'm not going to pull as often as I did this one, because we're adding another row to it like this. So, we're going to get ready. I've already scooted it down, scrunched it down quite a bit. I'm going to scrunch it down just a smidgen more. And yes, a smidgen is an original measurement term used at Sonia's She Shed Sensations. Just saying, friends. Just saying. All right, so we're getting close to the end here, and I'm going to continue. This is a half double crochet stitch that I'm using right now, and I think I can get one more in here. All right, and now we're at the beginning. Now we're at the beginning. Let me see if I need to scooch this down anymore. Maybe just a little bit. Just a little bit. All right, so now we're back at the beginning stitches right here. We're going to go into that very first stitch that we started in, and we're going to do a slip stitch. So we went into the stitch, we're going to yarn over and pull it through. That gives us 2 hoops. And we're going to take this first hoop and bring it into the next one. And that is called a slip stitch. And that just finished that row. So now we're going to chain 3, okay? And now we're going to go into that very first stitch, and we're going to do the half double crochet in it, just like we did. But we're going to put 3 of those in there. And when you in that same stitch, we're putting 3 we're putting 3 half double crochet stitches in the exact same stitch, just like so. Let me get some more of my yarn out here, y'all. And get some more of that out. All right. So now I've got 3 half double crochets in that one stitch. Now we're going to go to the next stitch. And we're going to do another 3 half double crochets in that exact same stitch. So each of these stitches around this row will have 3 half double crochet stitches in it. We've got 3 there. We're going to go to the next one. And as you go to the next one, it kind of, when you've got 3 half double crochets in this one, it's going to kind of bring the next stitch up a little bit for you. So it's kind of, it's not too hard to find where you're going to next. It's kind of cool that way. And you don't want to pull this really, really tight. It can be a loose stitch. It doesn't have to be a really tight stitch. Some projects you want to pull tight, and some you don't. So you just do whatever feels comfortable for you. So we've got 3 in there. Now we're going to the next one. There we go. Did I get in there right? Feels like I got too far down, friends. And I did. Okay. And sometimes it will start getting a little tighter. I will say that. As you go around. And you're trying to make sure. Now, if you think that putting 3 of these in one is too much for you, you can try putting 2 in there instead of 3. But 3 is what will give it this kind of a look. Putting 3 in there. So we're going to go to the next one now, the next stitch. And 1, 2, 3. Sometimes it takes a little time to get your momentum going. And yes, I just took it off screen because I was trying to get some more yarn out and ready to go. All right. Now we're going to the next stitch. And we're doing a half double crochet in each one of these stitches. 1, 2, 3. We're doing 3 in each one of these stitches. And now the next one's kind of popped up for me. Can you see that? Where you can kind of see the hole right there. So you kind of know where to go next. So we'll do 1, 2, and 3. And we're going to do that all the way around. All the way around. Okay, so I went ahead and crocheted around until I get to here, and I have about this much left on this row. Again, we're doing the half double crochet. We're putting 3 into each one of these stitches from the row before. So we're going to yarn over, go into that stitch, yarn over and pull through. We have 3 loops on here, and we're going to yarn over and go through all 3 loops, just like that. And we're going to put 2 more because we want 3 half double crochets in each stitch. We're going to yarn over, go through, yarn over, pull through, have 3 loops, yarn over, and go through all 3. And we'll put 1 more in here in this exact same stitch. In each one of these, we're putting a 3. We're going to go to the next stitch, and it kind of pops up a little bit for you right there. It shows a little bit of a hole, if you can see that. And we're going to the very next stitch. There's 1, and then 2, and 3. Go to the next stitch. 1. Oops, messed up. Easy to do. Now let's start again. 1 and 2 and 3, all in that same stitch. Okay, now we're going to the next one. Get some more yarn out. Yarn over, go through into the next stitch. Yarn over, pull through. Yarn over and pull through. Yarn over and go into the next, go into that same stitch because we're putting 3 half double crochets in each stitch. Now there was 3, so now let's go to the next one. And this is how we make a little more frilly little hair scrunchie. It's a little bit more decorative. 1, 2, and 3. As you get to your last couple of holes, it is a little bit tighter. We've got 1, 2, 3 more. And so we're going to yarn over, go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. And we'll do 2 more in this same stitch. And I will say I'm having to kind of, it's getting tight right here. So I'm kind of holding it down with my thumb and my other like middle fingers. Okay. Next stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over and pull through. That's 1. Whoops. Hang on, I twisted it. 2 and 3. We've got 1 more. 1 more. Right there is our last one. So we'll put 1 and 2 and 3. Just like so. And now we're going to go into that very first stitch that we did to begin with. And we're going to take this. I'm going to show that again. We're going to go into this stitch, yarn over and pull through. So you have 2 hoops. Take that first hoop and hook it into that one. And that is a slip stitch. Now I can take this and cut it. And I'm going to take this and pull it through this hoop and pull it tight, just like so. Just like so. Here's going to be our hair scrunchie. And then I'm going to take this extra and I'm going to start weaving it into, I'm going to weave it into some of these stitches. And sometimes it's easier if you take a smaller hook to do this part, because you can kind of get in there a little bit better with them. And just take it and weave it into some of these other stitches. And I will do it from both sides. I will do some on this side, and then I will take it and pull it through to the other side as well. Just like that. So now I'm going to take it from the back side and grab it and pull it through. And now it's on the other side. Turn it over. And I will go through a couple of these stitches. It just helps it to keep it from getting unraveled. And then once you have it kind of woven through a little bit, you can go ahead and take it and cut it. There we go. And here is our hair scrunchie. There it is, y'all. It's all ready to go. And I can show you, like we have this one. I'm going to put it on a little deal. There's a hair scrunchie. Here's another one that is the same, but the yarn's a little bit different. So these are both made the same way. And then these two are a little bit smaller ones, so you can use it. And I will link the description of the video. I will link in the description. I will put the link to how to make these simple ones. And then this is how we put these. So I hope you guys like this little tutorial, and I hope that you will like, share, follow, subscribe, and turn on your notifications and all the things. Again, if you are not a crocheter and you would like to have some of these, just send me a message over at Sonia's She Shed Sensations, and I am happy to sell you some. All right, thank you, everyone. God bless you, and have a great rest of your day.